Yes, here he has not responsible for some time.
Okay, no response.
Hey, we have
Ayush,
one
you
more.
remember?
Yeah, we have one
Prototype
more
and
guy.
proto.
Surya is here. He's my friend. Priyanka.
Okay. Hi, Surya.
Hi.
So, can you
Yeah.
tell something about this prototype, proto?
Which prototype?
They use no object dot prototype, and then they will ask what is that two underscores proto. You remember those type of
Yeah,
questions?
yeah, yeah. I stuck at that week and I will have to. I mean, I saw one problem regarding that and I got stuck yesterday. I'll have to continue reading
अच्छा
that.
ठीक है. Okay. Getter returns the object. It use setter returns undefined. Proto.
Example:
Hmm.
function circle. Okay. Const shape equal to and okay, fine. New circle. Oh, is that a class?
A parent-child relationship, something is like that actually.
Okay, you're saying that it's a parent-child relation. Okay, fine.
So I think correct.
Hmm.
Shape, shape, uh, const shape, function circle,
No, we
circle
can't do this.
new, and
Okay, this is how we are supposed to do. I think.
shape dot this thing is equal to circle. Correct. So shape A, prototype, proto, shape B.
They say that these are deprecators. See, means they are not into. So it's up. Okay. While object prototype.proto is supported today in most browsers. Priyanka,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
this is not there, but you have to give dot prototype the same thing, but underscore prototype with a prototype in front. Or
Mm-hmm.
may I check it with a different resource?
Yeah, you check later on. It's fine. We can go ahead. I was just, okay.
JavaScript proto.
Inherit properties from
Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
inherit from an object
proto.
in
Hmm.
JavaScript.
Okay.
Object dot
Property of.
prototype is accessor property exposes prototype of the object to which it is accessed.
Hmm.
Okay.
Which week was this covered?
I think week 2 or 3. 2, I think. I was reading somewhere about prototype in week 2.
Mm-hmm.
So remember
Set
there were
all property.
one or two questions. Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. So let's see. L is console log. What is this? Okay, fine. L is a console log
Hmm.
and const object method. Okay, we have a key method which is a function L. I mean console.log. This part. Okay. Object two. So since seems like object two inherits. I mean extends obj. Huh? What is that? Is that
Yeah.
how it is like?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
seems it's like that.
exactly the same. So object two extends is a prototype of object, which means like it is extending obj. I think that
Hmm.
is how we need to say.
Yeah.
Or we can say like object two dot parent is obj.
Correct. It is a parent-child relationship. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now we'll move forward with the questions.
ठीक है. Okay.
Yeah, Priyanka. Coming to this
चल.
point.
Okay. So I will only take what will be rendered inside the custom comp component.
Component. Yeah.
Okay, custom comp component. Okay, the
Uh-huh.
component data is returned Rohit Sharma. Template is welcome Rohit
Hmm.
Sharma here, correct? So, and here it says reference custom refs. Okay, if mounted, then it will change to Virat Kohli. So, I think they're talking about the initial rendering only. So, then, yeah, because it says what will be rendered inside this thing. They're not talking about any reloading or anything. So, I think we will not go to, whether we'll go to mounted, we will not go to mounted, no? So, inside
Priyanka, look at this.
component only.
There's something. Ref
Custom,
equal to custom.
correct.
Okay, எங்க வீட்டுக்கா? Okay.
Custom comp, ref custom, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, okay, fine. So we have gone to custom comp. If you see the data, there is returns, this thing, and template is welcome. I think it should be welcome Rohit Sharma only, no?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No,
This is Virat Kohli.
why Virat
That's
Kohli?
what. See. So just like how we have ID and class,
Haha.
right? So if we have a class here, then we do it accordingly, right? So here is something similar to that, which is a ref, which refers to custom. Okay,
Hmm.
and whatever this is referring to custom and custom dot name. So that means see this custom comp, it is referring to custom.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, which means this template is referring to custom. That means you have a template inside of this, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that template dot name equal to Virat Kohli.
Understood.
So
Okay.
that's why Virat Kohli is going there instead of data.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So otherwise, he should have written here ref is equal to data, is it? Then we will get welcome Rohit Sharma.
If we don't use this
Yes.
mounted, then it's fine. What did you
No,
say?
what I
Can
want
you
to ask
repeat?
is what he should have written in his custom comp to get Rohit Sharma. This is what I was asking.
Ignore the ref.
Ignore the ref, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you ignore the ref, you have the data here. It will take
Correct,
this data. So
correct,
upon mounting the components, you are doing this part, right? You are altering it after the mounted.
correct.
Before this mounted, you will have the value.
Understood.
Got my point?
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
Yeah,
we are
Surya.
opening. I think we are mounting only, no? I think that way we can think.
Mm-hmm. Surya, you have something to say on this?
Yeah, I understood, but the thing is refs is a keyword. मतलब इधर refs use कर रहे हैं ना refs is also a keyword or what?
I think so. Yep.
Refs refers to that ref in the something like
Huh,
ID.
huh. Yeah, seems like that.
Okay, okay.
Priyanka, you understood
Yeah,
what he
so
said?
it is somewhat like
Mm.
your okay. So somewhat like default value, I think, yeah. Somewhat like that.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm.
See, ref equal to input, mounted list of refs, input focus. So you kind of understand this, guys?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
short
yeah.
for input. So they are referring to input and then dot. I mean that input whatever input dot focus. Fine, I think okay, right? We'll move forward.
Okay.
Mhm. So let's give this to Surya, new boy.
Yes.
Oh my god, sorry. Oh, what question was that?
We know it was after Virat. Welcome Virat Kohli. So you can look for welcome Virat Kohli.
I can search for Virat.
There will be three, four Virat. Oh, we have reached there only. Yes, we were
Yeah,
right. Yes.
only one Virat and always the same Virat.
They
One
keep
and only.
on us talking about cricket throughout this thing. Somebody is a cricket
Okay,
admirer.
come on, go ahead, Surya.
Not somebody, everyone.
No, it's for Surya. Ayush.
Which of the following is the correct way to do class
Yeah.
binding in Vue? To apply on the dev element if data object of the uh, Vue constructor is defined as below.
Huh.
Class A inside the data object. Okay. Class equal to
So they are asking about class binding.
yeah.
My God,
No idea what this is.
that.
First I'm using class
Okay, div
binding.
colon. There's something called as div colon. Okay, see, it's fine. If we don't know, we'll understand from the answers. Okay, so we'll explore about the class binding. Okay, but seems like the value it's not should not be in quotes. First thing,
Okay.
right? Mhm.
Yeah, it's about the template which in we are using. like no curly braces should be used when we are referring to the class object, and
Uh-huh. Okay, any other suggestions on this? I'll do a search for this.
like if at all we are this is something like if at all we are doing we are adding a router link to another component from one component, we'll
Hmm.
do semicolon 2 is equal to in the curly braces we'll add path path, and we'll give the component name without uh, what do you say, the double quotes,
Single quote, yeah. So
without
you're talking
without
about the route.
quotes.
Well, you're talking
ah,
about the route, right?
so in that we'll be using the same template as this, like semicolon 2 is equal to, in the curly braces first we'll mention the path, in the path we'll add the component name without quotes, and in the variable, I mean in the values, we'll pass the values we want. Those values will be in the quotes. This is very similar to that. I feel the same way.
Oh, no,
Why
but
you
this
see
this
the
is
option?
without the quotes, no? What was the question? Just let us see. If you want to pass what? To
It's
apply class A
correct
on
way
the
to
div
class
element,
bounding.
class binding. Correct way to do class binding. Hmm.
Okay. Now we'll learn a little bit about view class binding. Hmm. Okay. Okay. See, Priyanka.
Mm.
See, for the curly braces, we need to put the, double quotes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Hmm.
inside, we don't need to put the quotes.
Correct.
See, true, has error, false. So this is the data, and is active and has error. So this can be anything. But for this, you're going to give is active. Activity status. Find on the following
Detected
template.
text danger has error. Okay.
Uh, it will
Mm-hmm.
render what div
Just,
class
hang on,
static.
what was text danger here? Text danger has error.
Yeah, see, this is not what we are supposed to do it, right? So that's
Huh.
what they are telling. It will render only this much. Since you have an error here, right? So this
Mm.
point won't, this won't be executed. Only this much.
Okay.
Div class static, and they are saying that active is. Oh my God. Okay. So since this is having an error, it is not taking it. But for the class, see, colon
Mm.
class active, you are binding for that.
Mm.
I think that's something I can see. I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
When mhm. When a static or has error changes, the class list will be updated accordingly. For example, has error becomes true, the class list will become okay. Okay, is it based on this value, Priyanka?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is somehow based on this value only.
Since is
So
active is true, it is rendering, and the has error is false, it is not rendering.
see,
But
whatever is written here, data return inactive, this is
hmm,
view. And whatever we have div and whatever, this is HTML, correct? So he's
HTML, yes.
binding, yeah. So he's
Okay.
binding these two somehow.
Hmm.
So class static, okay, that might be the name of class. Yeah.
Hmm.
So class is active. So we are telling. So if it is active, so yeah, so that means okay, okay. We are just telling what the class should do, correct?
Hmm.
If the value is active, then is active.
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. Probably true and false. That is how he's this
So,
thing. What is the value of is active? We should take. So active is binding to is active.
hmm,
And then danger, text danger, he is binding to has error.
correct.
Yeah, this is what he is doing actually.
So
Okay.
this is actually a style. So if you see this heading itself, class and style bindings. See, if it
Mm-hmm.
is a style, we can use the quotes. If it is a class or something, I don't know,
Correct,
but
correct, 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 correct.
that's the point here.
So style, that may be some color or something, something like that maybe.
Correct. Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Surya, was it correct?
Yeah, I'm learning these concepts now.
Yeah, everyone is learning the same concepts. Yeah. Okay, Priyanka, shall we move forward?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now the only thing is directly we can connect it to the bind it to the whole object also like this, huh? It seems.
Yeah.
Class is equal to class object.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah. So this is for
Ayush,
Yes,
Ayush.
Ayush. Okay, fine.
Yash is there? Yash has joined or what?
Yeah, sure. Join.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Ayush will take this. Ayush will take this.
Yeah, yeah. So which of the following statements is are false? The server, the server sent events is a mechanism for a server to push events, and it must require service workers on the client to function properly.
Hmm.
Okay. Second point is, in general, a webhook is meant to pull messages from an application. Yeah, it is true.
No, no,
No,
this is
it is
false.
false.
It pushes.
False.
Yeah, yeah,
Pushes.
yeah. It pushes. Yeah. The third point is the usage of a message broker over print-to-print communication makes the application scalable. The usage of a message broker over print-to-print communication,
Correct, correct.
point-to-point communication. Yeah, this is true. So there is no difference between webhook and short polling. Yeah, it is false. Like short polling is short, matlab to send. It is basically polling, and
Repeated at continuous, at regular intervals.
yeah, at regular intervals. But webhook isn't. So talking about first point, can we discuss this?
Yeah, sure. So this seems like this point is true, right?
Which one?
The first
So this,
point is true.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you go ahead, Ayush. Ayush and Priyanka.
A
Okay.
server sent
So
events
Priyanka,
is a mechanism. Mm-hmm. So server sent events is a mechanism to push events, and it must require service workers on the client to function properly. See what is happening now, that these service workers will give those notifications of the events and everything.
okay.
So I think what it means is that whatever servers and events for this thing, you should have these service workers. Then only you will be able to push the notification of these events. I think it's
So
like that.
it
Yes,
so they
Yash?
are must required.
Ha,
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
required. It's like
Yes,
that, na?
yes.
So then,
So,
bolo Yash.
yeah, you have to set up the workers while setting the server like that. So, if there are no workers, it will not be able to receive the events and do anything.
Is it fine, Ayush?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Surya? You want to say something?
No, no.
Okay, this question, yes.
Yes. Which of the following statements is true regarding salary and credits, assuming a task name send email is defined using two approaches given below. Okay. Send underscore email dot delay and send underscore email dot apply underscore synchronous countdown 10. So this is actually the question from screencast. Um, so the approach one will wait for a user input before dispatching the task to the input before dispatching the task to the salary system. No. The approach 2 will dispatch the task to the salary system after waiting for 10 seconds and start the execution assuming the worker is available. This is also incorrect. So actually, one of the most important things professor has discussed in this salary wala screencast is these two functions, delay and apply asynchronous, and where you can use it. So third option is the approach to will immediately dispatch the task to the salary system but start the execution after waiting for 10 seconds, assuming a worker is available. Yes, this is correct. So what does it mean is apply asynchronous is give it to the salary system immediately, keep it in a queue for the countdown. And after the countdown is over, start working on it. Now, last option is the approach one will immediately dispatch the task to the server system and start the execution assuming the worker is available. Yeah. So this is just a synchronous one, delay. So it will dispatch and start working on it.
Correct.
What did you say, Yash? You are telling in the approach too. We have क्या बोलेंगे? We have
We kind of keep it in a queue. We send it immediately to the salary. Salary will keep it in a queue until the countdown is over.
so what we have to do is that we have actually ourselves incorporated a 10-second delay.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So this is what we have done.
Yeah.
While in the approach one, you are telling it immediately dispatches. In both the cases, it is immediately dispatched
Yes.
to the salary system. And so the only thing is that delay, it really doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it will only like sort of, as soon as the worker is available, it will sort of start execution.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Actually, the salary screencast is all about this setting up workers and then later using these two functions.
Okay.
All right.
I have watched it into it yesterday.
Hmm.
Okay. Ayush, this seems like this means that you need to watch more of screencast also, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And actually, it's quite difficult because screencasts are of length 30 to 50 minutes, and somewhere in between, professor speaks a line, and we get the
That comes
question
out
on
in the
that.
question.
Yeah, this is actually a line only, where the professor has mentioned that this is the thing. Because I have received this question in the group, and someone
Okay.
has mentioned that it is somewhere in the screencast, so I went to see there.
Okay.
Otherwise,
And
I would have.
Uh, कितने marks are
And
question?
this is a
What are the marks of these questions? Whether it's really worth it? Let me see. 3 marks,
okay,
okay.
guys.
6 marks,
and
really
and
worth it,
and,
huh?
and Priyanka, this is a
Really worth it.
multi-select question.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, it is
And the
like
problem is
sec.
you will have like 20 to 30 marks like this.
Correct,
Hmm.
And
correct.
out of
You are
100,
right.
out of
Yeah, yeah.
100, I'm saying.
Correct.
That's where mostly we lose marks in quiz to write
Mm.
like this only 6 6.
So everyone will be
Correct.
able to reach up to till 60 to 70, right? So from 70 to 80 or 90, that's where the whole thing comes up.
Oh my God. Hmm. So not looking at it at all.
I
90.
am thinking about like I'll go and see the question paper. If it's more about fingers, I'll leave it. I'll go for enter next time.
Even I'm thinking like that.
Hey,
If it
Bhagwan,
is
don't say like that.
too tough,
Next
I
time
may
also will
read.
be the same. See, even the previous term it's like,
No, but tell me, no, no, actually, I may give. See, the only thing is that I want to pass so that I can give this thing this term, a project. But then ultimately, I may end up repeating to improve my score.
Yes, and
That's a
you
better way,
also have
Yash.
to
You should
pay
finish
the
the
double fees.
project this term.
Pay
Huh?
the double fees now.
It's
Also,
okay for
I'm not yet
10,000 rupees.
yeah, I'm not yet done with mad2 project, so this time I'll be doing
Oh,
mad2.
then it's fine. Then you can do that. But
Yeah.
I have already done Mad 1. I want to finish Mad 2.
okay.
Okay.
Hmm. Let's go ahead.
Yep.
Okay. Surya's, no? I think question. Or mine. I
Okay.
got
You
it.
take it.
Okay. Which of the following is are false regarding Vuex and Vue routers? In general, an application should have separate Vuex stores for all the Yes, yes. This is from, I think this is there in graded or somewhere also, this
But it's
question.
a false option, right?
Acha, false. Okay. What is this thing? Should have separate Vuex stores for. No, no, you should. It's okay. You can have one Vuex store na, for all components. Correct. There is no
Oh.
need to have separate Vuex stores, no? We make one Vuex store and then we put all the components inside.
We have a store.
And we have all the components inside, yeah?
Where do we have that?
In questions also we see, na, there are so many components, routes and components.
Okay. And then, if that is the case, then okay. Hmm.
Correct, no, guys? A path defined in the routes array in view can consist of a number of children paths. Path defined in routes array in router can consist of a number of children paths. This I have not understood.
Uh,
Acha.
it is like we are having that question, header and then multiple children.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
this is true, right, Priyanka?
Correct, 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 correct. You are right. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Correct.
Hmm.
Wildcard should be put at the top of the routes array in view router so that it matches with all the paths which are not implemented.
So they are saying that should be put at the top.
Does it matter whether where you put it? It doesn't matter, no?
No, actually, inside the children, you will have to mention this star as
No,
one
that
of the paths
no,
Is it
or
that's
one
like
of the
fine.
routes.
But does it matter whether you put it in front or whether you put it at last? I think it should not matter, no? We
uh
are generally putting wildcard at last, that is correct. But I think that is simply, logical way of thinking. You are first
no,
telling if you go here, you do this. If you go, but if you are not knowing where to go, then you sort of go somewhere.
no, Priyanka, I think that this is correct. But one thing I just want to confirm with Yes. Yes, you here? I think you got a call. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Okay. So my question is that should all the children have a wild card? Fine.
no,
Should
only,
we are having
only,
children? Should we have a wild card?
no, only. So how it goes like, for example, you will have one parent, right? Let's say
Okay.
home,
Hmm.
and then you
Hmm.
have multiple children like profile, about, and all, and
Hmm.
there you will mention with those children you will mention the star. Reason being, if you are
Hmm.
at home and someone tries to search, uh, someone tries to go beyond, tries to search something which you don't have in your application.
Correct. My question is
Right?
like, is it necessary? That's my question.
I think could be good practice only.
Good practice. Is it necessary?
I think
Uh,
not. I think not.
No, it's not necessary, I
so
guess.
It's not necessary.
I
It's
think
only
we have seen the question where it was there in the bottom, not at the top.
that's what I'm
Correct. Yeah.
telling. And no,
All the
but
places we are putting it at the bottom, not at the top. But I understand. Go ahead, Priyanka.
no, but what I think is it should simply not matter. See,
Yeah,
whether you keep it in front, in the first or last, it does not matter because it will find its path and it will go to the correct child. No,
May I tell you
see,
something, Priyanka?
right, right.
May I tell you
see,
something, Priyanka?
हाँ बोलो.
Okay. See, in Java, do you remember if you're catching the errors, right? First,
हाँ,
we'll go with the specific ones. For example, catch,
correct.
what was it?
Null
Arithmetic
pointer, let
errors.
us say
Then
null
comes the,
pointer.
array index out of range, and then
Yeah,
finally only you put the just exception. You will catch any, be it a wildcard exception,
हाँ, correct.
right? So I think there should be an order on that.
Uh, what I feel Google here is actually that's a different thing. There you have things in mind that this error might come, this error might be there, okay? But
Hmm.
here, what you can't really predict what user gonna do. For example, you have home as your parent and profile and about as your children, okay? So
Hmm.
you don't know after home, maybe someone would type XYZ and tries to go there, maybe ABCD, right?
Okay.
So there we use a star. So if
I
someone goes,
understand.
uh, right, so I think order will not matter here. Star is just another route, just like profile
Correct.
and about, which can be anywhere in the order.
No, see,
But it is not.
open one view question. Just scroll down or scroll up, whatever, wherever we had some view, this thing,
Yeah,
route,
Priyanka.
they were the, like, yeah, for example, yeah. Now, what I want to say is that, for
Hmm.
example, You have written path. Okay, here you have only Hindi. Now, for example, you can have a home, you can have a Hindi, you can have an English, and you can have three, four, no components. Here you
Correct.
have only two components. Now, if you
Hmm.
have three, four components, you can put them in any order. It does not matter. So I
Okay.
think star also you're just finally taking care of, that if somebody is going somewhere else. But I think paths, I mean, the order should not matter, I feel. Although I'll have to write and check, but I think order should not matter actually.
Yeah, okay.
It
So,
finds the
but
order as
coming to
per
this
your.
question, yeah, but
Hmm.
coming to this question, it's saying that it should be at the top, which is not
It
the
is
compulsory
false.
thing.
Yeah, so it is false. Yeah.
Hmm.
है ना? A Vuex store must be used with all Vue applications. No, I think Vuex is basically for state, na, knowing
State
the state.
management.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. If you want to manage the state, you do. If you do not want to manage the state, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like
But
that?
I have,
Right?
yeah, that's correct. See, even without store, we are able to run the view applications, right?
Correct.
Hmm. So it's not a compulsory. But my question is, what is the state that we are storing? Hmm?
We have seen that now that to maintain our application state, we have introduced this store, right? This is all about state only. That's why we are in the store.
In simple terms, I'm just
State
trying to understand.
non-strict, you remember?
Priyanka, repeat.
Strict, non-strict state. That also is there, no?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Okay.
don't know what
Okay.
other states are there, but then we keep on seeing everywhere strict and non-strict type of things in their questions.
Hmm. Okay. Should we check this wildcard or shall we move ahead?
No, I think it's okay. What do you say, Yash? I think it's okay, no? I think
Yeah.
order should not matter actually.
Mm.
Okay.
Hmm.
What about the rest? Ayesh and Surya?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Great. So, yeah, Surya, take this question.
Which of the following statements regarding with API,
Hmm.
the credentials property of request interface allows user agent to send or receive keys across origin request? Yes, I guess this is correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I remember something like that while sending the fetch API, right? Allows user agent to send or receive cookies in cross origins. Um. Okay. So, what was it actually? It was
I think it was via that omit thing, huh? Actually,
credentials. Sorry, Priyanka.
via omit.
Omit of credentials. What are you saying? What do you mean by via?
No, I think what I was saying that we use omit
Yeah.
uh,
To
Omit
not to store
keyword,
credentials
the
to not send
keyword.
to
to
the.
not to
Yeah,
send the
to send.
right.
Yeah, to
Yeah, that's
see,
it.
to send or to not to send. Yeah,
Correct. And include will make sure that the credentials are
Make
included
sure uh,
even in the cross origins.
correct, correct, correct. Omit
Hmm.
and include. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what's the last option? The value include credentials will allow the browser to send credentials. Okay, which is not the case, right? If it is in the same
hmm.
origin, it will by default include the credentials, I believe.
Correct, correct, correct.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, is it okay? Is that fine? Any
Yes.
questions on this? Okay.
No,
Mm-hmm. Whose question is this?
Must be
I think
Ayush's or Yash's.
mine.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ayush. Hmm.
Yeah, so we have this promise, reject, resolve. A is
Hmm.
equals to 2 into 4 or 0 divided by 4. So when we have some value in A, in this first part of A or a statement, so that means, okay, we will see that afterwards. So we have
Hmm.
this another variable B that has value 12 and 0 divided by 4, that is 0 only. And we have if A is greater than B. So what A is 8 or 0. So 8 or 0 means we have 1. So that outcome will be 1, no? I believe. I guess.
So Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and talking about B, it has value 12 and 0, which will result in 0, because it has its output will be 0, because the one is true and another is false, and the outcome will become false only.
correct.
So the value of B is now 0, or so we can say that A is greater than B, and it will resolve then. So how it will resolve is, like, then for it will come to then first then statement, and it will not come to catch because it does not have reject. So first we have then, what then is doing
Even
is
even if
a,
it is a reject, it won't go there. Am I
yeah,
right,
yeah,
Priyanka?
because there must be some error in the resolve or reject to go to
Correct. It
catch.
not need to go to catch. If it is even if
Yeah,
it is reject, it won't go there.
Correct,
Go ahead.
correct, correct,
yeah.
correct.
So we have then where we have D is console.log passed, and we have passed that D there. So what D is, we don't have D any variable. Okay, so we then D is something which is result of resolve. So resolve is A, and A is true. So past and true will be print on the console first of all, and finally we would also print finally, and in finally we will have console.log about to finish, and this will also be printed, and it will be and it will return over, and this over now in turn give to the next then, because we have this over, then only we can go to the next then. If there is no return statement, then we would not go to next then. Now we are going to then next then, the last then I'm talking about, and this last then is console.log finished, and this D is now over because we have received this from finally. So the in total the result is past
Uh,
and
No, no,
past,
I
and
think no, no,
it
no.
will be
Ayush, Ayush,
one, I believe,
resolve is standing in reject's place. It's not standing in the resolve
one or
place.
two, whatever they say. Then we have another statement that is about to
Ayush,
finish.
Ayush,
Your
Then
voice
we
is breaking,
have
Ayush.
the resolve is
another
standing in the
statement
reject.
finish,
Ayush,
and
resolve is standing
Ayush.
in reject's place. Ayush,
Yeah, yeah.
can you hear
Stop
please?
it.
See, this resolve is standing in the reject's place. So I'm not sure about the first then, whether it will
may
get
I?
printed.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
so if A is greater than B, since A is 8 and B is 0, right? So
Correct,
it will go to resolve A, which is at the reject place. But we are not handling it,
correct.
so it will go to catch. Then it will go failed and 8. Failed 8.
But for failed, we should have error, no, actually.
Yeah.
Acha,
Yeah,
Failed
he's
8.
saying
we
that. That's
had
what he's
printed,
no
I believe,
Priyanka.
catch.
He's saying that.
because
No, no, whether failed will get printed. That is my only doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
Why it is going to
See,
catch? Catch is only if error is there,
yeah,
na?
so there is an error, right? You are rejecting, maybe it is the name of resolve, but you are actually rejecting, and you are not handling the reject.
Acha,
So there is an
understood,
error.
understood. Okay, okay, okay.
It will go to
why we
catch.
are
It will
rejecting.
Okay.
print failed it
It is
because it is,
standing in the place, see, resolve is written in the place of reject. You have to be careful. It is only the name of the variable here.
But what we have done is,
Ayush.
if A is greater than B, then we have to resolve now.
No, correct.
that's a
Resolve is a
variable resolve.
variable here. Resolve is variable. And resolve is standing in reject's place.
Okay,
And
so
that is
resolve
in the
is standing in
first
reject
then,
place.
this D, correct. So whichever this dot then D console dot log past whatever blah 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 is written, this is had it been rejected, you would have entered there. Now,
So
since
when it
he
is
is telling it is
rejected, it
not
will going
handled,
to
what
catch.
to do? Yes,
Correct. Because
correct,
why you are
correct,
going to catch? Because you are not handling the reject.
correct, correct,
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
Now I
The
understood.
reason
Now I
of
Not
getting
understood.
into
because it
catch
is
is
rejected.
we are,
Not
Correct,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it is rejected.
Got your point, Gokul. So we have this failed
Correct.
and then failed will have variable e whose value is of course true or one, whatever we say.
No,
Nahi,
actually, that's what where you made mistake. See, it is 8. It
okay,
is
so
taking a
eight
numerical
is
value.
a. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It
So
will
you
take
will
the
say
first value.
failed 8,
Hmm.
failed 8.
Okay.
Then about to finish, and then we will say finished and undefined, I think, or something like that.
Why undefined? It should be over now.
No, finally does not take or give
Return.
anything.
Wait, finally, we will not return anything, right? That's what the point
Yeah.
here is.
Yeah,
We have
if
seen this
something would
earlier.
have been coming before finally, it would have been taken by that finished D. But since there is nothing coming from then or catch, so it will not take anything.
Hmm.
So instead of finally, if it is again then it might have
Then it will
been
take. Yes. Yes, yes. Then it will take.
finished and over.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. You are right.
All right. But if you are
Finished
returning
and
anything, yeah, my question is like if you are returning anything from this point, okay? So we have error, we are catching the error, and if you are returning something, so that will be caught over here, right?
Right. Yeah.
no,
Okay.
but then we have to return. We are not
That's what
returning
I'm
anything.
asking you under the scenario where if we
Yes.
are returning something.
Correct, correct. You are right. You are right.
Okay.
So it is undefined. Finished, undefined. Correct.
Surya, we have seen like, tons of such similar questions. Do you understand?
I understood now. But the thing is, I got stuck when over was not getting returned.
Okay. Now do you understand why?
Now I understood.
Great. Why?
Because we are not returning anything, so from there, catch is not returning anything, so we'll
Right.
not get that D.
Correct. That's right. And finally, we'll never return anything or accept anything.
Yes, yes.
That's what this. Okay. Great. Next question. First, read the question. Priyanka?
Is it mine or yes, is mine, huh?
I
Who's it?
guess my
Yours? Yes?
Yeah,
Go
you
ahead, go
can.
ahead, please.
okay. Suppose you own a company where you want to hire candidates for an upcoming project on a deputation basis, and you have received a lot of applications. On discussing with your team members, you decided to shortlist the candidates based on the following two criteria. First is the candidate must have at least 3 years of experience, and second is the candidate's age must be less than 30 years. I
Yeah,
think
we
this
had that
question would well suit to
all the time
Priyanka.
in Java, na, these type of questions. Yeah. In exception.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we need to fill in something in code 1 and code 2 which can be used in Vuex store to update the shortlisted state variable with the objects of those candidates who satisfy the above mentioned criteria. Also, print the length of the state variable shortlisted after the mutation has completed its execution.
Okay.
Okay. So there is code 2 and there is code 1.
You store. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there are some candidates data and shortlisted list is empty right now. So in
Mm-hmm.
mutations, what it gonna do? It will check for candidate of state.candidates. It will so mutation is just to update the data. So it has to add the data into shortlisted list inside the mutation. So code 2 must be about adding the data into shortlisting list.
So checking the conditions and
Yeah.
adding.
So yeah. So and actions must be like uh, checking maybe. Let's see the options. Okay, so while the first one is wrong, let's see. Code one is store.commit update final comma 2. We don't think function context. Okay, final data expense greater than equal to minimum. Do we have this minimum stored somewhere?
Yeah, yeah. I think this will be this only, no? Commit types only, something.
No, no. In code 2, if candidate dot experience is greater than equal to minimum, do
Hmm.
we have we stored this minimum variable anywhere in the code above? Google?
No, we have not. We
We
have
don't
not.
have.
So that
Okay,
means this
here
is
we have.
in.
Okay, okay.
Acha.
Okay,
So, but
but
minimum value where
but
we are updating,
yeah,
somewhere we have to update, na?
yeah. In code one they are doing it, but they are doing it with two, but we need three, right?
Acha,
In
okay.
code one, in the options, they are making minimum to be two, but it should have been three.
Okay.
So this is incorrect. Let's
Update final.
move
Okay.
to the second
But in
option.
update final, just one thing, Yash, why has he written only acha, update final, this is state and this is the value of minimum. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Second is uh, you are trying to commit inside a mutation which is very wrong. Context dot commit. You can't do that, right?
I think we write like that only, no?
No, no. I mean inside for okay for code one is inside action. Mm-hmm. No, we can't do it.
I
We
think
can we can commit the mutation and we can dispatch the action, right?
no, see, if you are have got context, no, then I think we have to commit only. If it is directly mutation, then we have to dispatch. If it is context, we have to commit.
Okay. But again,
Finally, we should get commit only.
but again here we are doing it with two, so this is incorrect
Yeah,
again.
this is incorrect.
Yeah, and the third one,
So
third
third one is
option.
that this store commit, na, that is not correct. So
Yeah,
context dot commit.
yeah, right. So in the last option, finally they are doing context dot commit with three, so which is correct. And in that inside the folder we are checking the conditions correctly. So as we can see inside the mutation, they are filling out the shortlisted list, and inside the action they are committing. So this is how we do, right? Inside the mutation we will change the data.
What is this length to?
Yeah, we need
We are
to
just
predict the
updating.
length, right? So we need to see the data first.
Okay, we'll have to just, acha, we just have to predict what is the length.
Mm.
Acha.
So data.
That will not be put inside the code, no? Or it will be put inside the code.
No, nothing.
No, no?
No.
Okay.
Can we see the data, Gokul? Yeah, so there are only two people who have experienced more than 3 years.
Correct.
So two.
Okay.
Hmm.
So how many questions we have for that? So I think we'll do the remaining in the morning.
6 o'clock or
Mm-hmm.
6:30? What do you want?
6:30, 6:30.
6:30. Okay.
6:15. Yes, 6:15.
Six
Bro.
fifteen because then we start by 6:45. We start at 6:30, na?
Okay,
So
okay.
we will
Six.
do. I will call people at 6:15. You guys then come online and start by 6:30. ठीक है?
Yeah.
Sure,
चलो.
that's good.
Okay. Bye.
So
Good
which
night.
question will we complete?
अच्छा.
2:53 we should start. Okay.
Okay. 2:53.
Chalo.
Okay.
Surya,
Okay.
bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye 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 bye.